Distractions, distractions, distractions. What are you waiting for? Well, sometimes we'll say, well, I'm waiting for this to happen before I do that. And when this lines up, then I'll do that. But what are you waiting for? Have you lost focus on the assignment that God is giving you? Have you gotten sideways and looking to the left and looking to the right? Or have you made a decision this morning to walk on water? Because when we start looking to the left and the right, then what are we going to do? We'll be just like the example of Peter, and we will begin to sink. And oh my goodness, when we start taking on so much water, then we'll wonder, why? How did I get here? And why am I feeling this way? What is going on here? Have you simply been distracted? What are you waiting for? When we look at the scripture text today, Jeremiah found himself in his outward afflictions and dealing with some inner turmoil that was causing him to be pushed towards despair. In other words, he had a whole lot of trouble in his way, mentally and physically. How many of us right now can say, I got a lot going on? Oh, I got a lot going on. And then when you begin to think about that, just like they say in spades, study long, study wrong. Because the more you keep thinking about, whoa, this stuff I'm going through, you will begin to feel this overwhelming sensation of being what? Simply overwhelmed. Distractions. Jeremiah had a thought. I don't know why I want to say this, but I'm going to say it because God told me. Jeremiah caught a thought. Meaning he began to think as the pressure was pressing up against him and he was feeling the heat from the fire. Jeremiah caught a thought. And let's look at what Jeremiah said in Lamentations chapter 3, verse 21. This is what Jeremiah said. I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. 22, it is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. I think I'll read that again and let that sink in. When Jeremiah was feeling overwhelmed, when Jeremiah was feeling the pressure because of all the things that was going on outwardly and inwardly, and the verses before that previously, he was feeling some kind of way and he was upset and he was frustrated, because you know how you slip over the tongue. Sometimes you say, if it ain't one thing, it's another. And I can't never get up. I can't never get anything right. Nothing ever works out for me. And oh me, oh my. Jeremiah caught a thought. Jeremiah caught a thought and he began to recollect. And he began to think about some of the things that God has previously done for him. And he said, this I recall to mind. Therefore I have what? Hope. I have expectations. I have hope. Because what? It's because of the Lord's mercies that I am not consumed. You're not consumed. We are not consumed because of his mercies. And great is thy. Have you caught a thought sometime?